I quietly come out of hiding and tiptoe behind Mr. Sherwood while his full attention is on his magic. At the exact moment the spell is cast, I slip my hand into his coat pocket and fetch a small object. I tiptoe back to my hiding place, clutching the key. How are you feeling? I'm okay now, thank you, Mr. Sherwood. Watch your step. Yes, sir. Mr. Sherwood continues toward the children's ward. Drake continues to follow him, but this time more slowly. Once Mr. Sherwood is a dozen paces or so ahead, I silently hand the key to Drake. Drake casts the spell to produce the mold. I catch it in the air, place it on the ground, and stomp on it with just the right amount of force to slip it into two halves. I take them back to my hiding place behind the bush, leaving the key on the ground. Mr. Sherwood, I think you dropped this. Drake picks up the key. Huh? Oh yes, that's my key. He walks back to Drake and takes the key from him. Thank you. And finally he leaves. I wait until he is out of sight before coming out of hiding. We did it! Now we can make our key! Drake casts the spell again. I put the two halves of mold together around the swirling dust and dirt.
And voila, we've got a key.
I stride over to the door, the key in one hand and a sketchbook in the other. The living room that greets me and Drake isn't very different from the one in our own ward, but once we get further in, the contrast between the two places becomes much more apparent. We arrive at a long hallway with wooden doors lining both sides. Suddenly using the word inmate to describe someone who lives in a madhouse doesn't sound so ridiculous anymore. What's with this place? I wouldn't want to live here. Some inmates stand in the hallway while others walk around aimlessly. Most of them seem to be a little older than Candela. Some are around Anna's age, while a few look even older. Drake stays close behind me. He must be feeling anxious around all these strangers.
Well, he's gonna go there someday when he's old enough. Unless we stop Mr. Sherwood.
Yeah, unless Mr. Sherwood gets busted for illegal potions and harboring innocent people in here.
And killing them.
Yeah. A man wearing a pair of pajamas stares at us. His hair is unkempt, and his puppy eyes make him look like he hasn't slept in days.
I'm like, are they looking through the little windows up here to see them?
Oh.
Or are they just roaming around?
I don't know. First time I've seen you two. Did you die recently? Oh, jeez.
Huh?
Oh, you're not ghosts? Sorry, it's really hard to tell.
What? There are ghosts in here? I want out.
He scuffles away.
What if he was a ghost?
Oh, scary. Drake and I gawk at each other before we continue to walk down the long hallway looking for Candela.
I like how that didn't faze them a bit.
Yeah. A loud gasp stops us. We turn to see a woman whose wide eyes nearly pop out of her pale face.
Is she a ghost?
Oh. No, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
Okay, so we can tell from here ghosts are common.
Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Oh wow, she's just repeating it. I don't want to say it all the time.
It's either that or she's crazy. Ghosts are either common in this area or everyone here is crazy.
They are in a madhouse, you know, so they could be crazy.
That is true.
The woman backs away and plops down against the door. She hugs her knees, trying to make herself as small as possible, and continues to repeat, "Please don't kill me," over and over like some sort of incantation. Drake and I decide to ignore her. There's something really wrong with all these people.
We're all lunatics. There's something wrong with all of us.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, really? We're just gonna move on? Alright. We continue walking. Janis, Drake Perrault?
Is that Anna?
Or Fia, maybe. A young girl's voice halts my steps. I turn around, and it's...
Fia! Oh, I was right.
Okay, we were right. It was Fia. It's the self-proclaimed goddess Fia Leone.
Is she going to give us some kind of reading?
Were you... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Were you moved here too? No, we're just here to see Candela. What if she's like, well, Candela's dead?
Yikes.
Oh, okay. Ah, yes. Candela Carroll came here this morning. You met her? Do you know where she is? I know everything, my child. Come with me. I will take you to Candela Carroll. I wouldn't trust her. I feel like no one's trustable in here.
Fia starts walking.
Why'd they move Candela so suddenly? They didn't even give us a chance to say goodbye. It's so strange.
She glances up thinking. Not long afterwards, she looks straight ahead again.
Gods do know everything, my child, but sometimes you must find your own answers.
Which means she has no idea.
She is here.
Fia stops in front of a door and nods at us and leaves. Thanks for showing us the way, goddess. I face the closed door.
Candela?
Yes?
Oh, she's alive.
Oh, thank God.
Goodness.
Oh, good. I'm glad she's alive. Hearing Candela's voice behind the door makes me feel relieved. We're all relieved. The building was massive and seemed doubly so, because aside from the few dozen men in sweaty shirts casting magic spells around half-erected walls and unassembled machinery, only two gentlemen stood amidst the vast emptiness.
Welcome to my factory.
Joff Godwin announced before quickly adding,
Well, what's soon to be a factory anyway. Oh, is this a factory from the original game?
Oh yeah, an octave higher?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. As you could...
Oh, he's still going.
Yeah, he's still talking.
That's so unlike you, Joff. As you can see, the building itself is still in the middle of construction, and anything you see here, like that big furnace, doesn't actually work yet. Oh no, him.
Joff waited for Colton to comment, but the alienist stayed quiet. Colton wasn't even looking at him, he realized, and was instead glancing about the factory. Joff wondered if Colton was studying the layout of the building, trying to figure out how many workers this building would host daily, which in turn would give him an idea of how many potions he'd have to supply. But he would have been wrong. Joff followed Colton's gaze and noticed him watching a construction worker levitating a brick to the top of the furnace. After that, Colton shifted his gaze to another worker, testing a big gear by rotating it with wind magic. Colton's eyes darted again, seemingly at random, but once again landed on a worker. All the while, Joff didn't miss Colton's uncharacteristically stern expression.
What if he's evaluating all of them? He's like, they all have madness, they need to come to my place.
Yeah, like what if he's gonna use them?
To kill.
Like for his work. Like, oh, I can use these people to ship out my dirty mana potions or something.
Oh, that's true. I still want to know why he was covered in blood. Like, who'd he kill?
Yeah, I mean, we assumed from the last part it was Candela, but Candela's fine, which is good because I like Candela. She's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
He wondered if it was just the alienist's habit of studying the behavior of everyone he saw. When another worker walked toward them, Joff saw Colton instantly tense up. "Excuse me," the worker said as he passed. Colton silently made way for him, but his cold gaze never left the worker's back until he was at least a dozen paces away.
Joff doesn't know how to take that as what? He's like, Colton?
Joff called out to his guest. Huh? Oh, sorry, Colton said, finally looking at Joff in the eye. I was just admiring your factory.
Sure you were. We were watching you the whole time.
You were admiring the workers. This one can do this. This one can do that. This one I will lock up in the dungeon. See, he lied. Obviously. He was observing the workers, but Joff decided not to press the matter. Good, Joff. You'll live to see another day.
That's kind of true. I was thinking, I hope Joff knows self-defense.
Yeah, or some strong magic or something.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. He probably knows magic, huh? That's alright.
Joff had invited Colton to the factory in hopes that it would make the alienist more open to talking about his mana potions and perhaps reveal some important information that could be useful for Commander Wolf's investigation. But that didn't happen. Even when he was speaking with Joff, Colton seemed constantly on alert. Joff wasn't sure if it was the alertness of a small animal cautious of wild beasts or of a beast watching a pack of animals, waiting for a chance to attack the most vulnerable among them. Now that he thought about it, Colton had been like this ever since they left Eclipse.
Oh, I think we mentioned this earlier, but I was like, what if he's mad? I think you said that way earlier when he's covered in blood, remember?
Oh, yeah, like what if he's like crazy like the rest of them in the house?
Yeah. And the only sane one was the wife this whole time.
Mm-hmm. The wife might be the level-headed one.
Yeah, but then she lets her husband kill people.
Or what if she doesn't know?
Oh,
if she doesn't know the husband's killing people.
That's possible. Do you like this place?
Joff asked. Oh yes, it's wonderful. This is my first time seeing a magic machine factory. I couldn't be more excited. Joff Godwin had met many people, nobles and businessmen mostly, and if there was one thing he had learned from all that experience, it was how to spot a fake smile. Colton Sherwood was sporting one of those currently.
Good job, Joff, using your wits. I see. Now, about the mana potions.
There she is. Janice! You're here! And you're, Drake!
Give Drake a hug.
Yeah, I,
Look, the blush is already on his face.
Yeah, I wonder if Candela will get it. Like, what? I wonder if Candela can connect the dots for that.
Probably not. Look at her eyes.
Drake starts fidgeting. It seems like he wants to say something, but is too shy to say anything.
Candela, did something happen to you? Why were you moved there so suddenly?
I don't know. Mr. Sherwood suddenly wanted me to move. I told him I wanted to say goodbye to everyone, but I guess he was in a hurry.
Maybe he, like, wiped her memory. Stuck around in bed. When she woke up, he's like, we're moving to the adult ward because he saw me in blood.
Yeah, maybe. So I'm glad to see you now. Hee hee hee. I'm happy that Pia is here, but I'm going to miss everyone in the children's ward, especially you and Anna.
Oh, we'll miss you too. Candela, you forgot your sketchbook. Here.
I show her the sketchbook. Oh! But Candela only stares at the sketchbook while cocking her head.
Oh no, please don't tell me she forgot what her sketchbook is. Candela?
I didn't forget. I left it in my old room.